Hello, welcome to this beautiful video right now. Both of us streaming from different parts of the same beautiful ground called Lords. I have the very enigmatic C.A. Susmit Majumder alongside me. At this point of recording the video, we are in day number 4 of the India England test, which is the event that is going on. And at this present moment, Shushmit, when I'm speaking to you, England are 645 for 8. Ben Stokes have hammered already 133 not out. Bryden Carr's 35 not out. And India are being completely taken down to the cleaners. This is the fourth test that we are talking about. That is happening in Manchester. This video is all about discussing the test team and what's going on in the test side of India. But before we do so, your thoughts on the beautiful match that India is playing.
I think amazing. What a performance. Actually, Mohammad Siraj had asked, when are we going to see baseball? Yes, this is the test. The wait is over. And you hope you never wanted this test to come.
Now, England obviously are taking it properly because, from the looks of it, Ben Stokes is going to continue to hammer, and they will probably declare after a certain point of time to ensure that they're having enough runs on the board so that they can completely destroy India and win this series 3-1. Now, even before we get to this series, what do you think India has been going through? Of course, they're going through a transition, but what do you make of it? The the whole Indian team right now.
I think the bowling side is absolutely horrible. I used to abuse players like Ishan Sharma, then the great Muhammad Siraj, you used to call him Lord, but now they are the front runners. If you look at them and you feel Umesh Yadav was a far better bowler than all these things. India actually had great bowlers, but when you look at out of all the population which we have in India, and our frontline bowler is Kamboj and Shardul Thakur.
No, I think a team that has produced quite a lot of amazing fast bowlers over the years. But whenever it comes to these challenging situations and testing times, you look at how easy it is for the England bowlers, even though they're also a transition phase as well, right? Stuart Broad and Jimmy Anderson collectively more than 1,300 wickets amongst them. And they've been able to do a pretty decent job. They've layered it out beautifully. In India, what do you think is that major challenge that's going on right now?
I think not too many changes, I would say. You're not sticking with one bowler for a long period of time. You're not settled with your 11. That is most important. One day you are coming up with Sai Sudarshan, then you are coming up with Karun Nair. Then when Karun Nair is not working, again going back to Sai Sudarshan. And in bowling side as well, when you had Harshit Rana, then Harshit Rana is not bowling well. You are again getting someone else. You are getting probably Prashit Krishna. Prashit Krishna is not bowling. You bring in Kamboj. Kamboj is not bowling well. What happened to Yash Dayal? What happened to Arshdeep Singh? Yes, Arshdeep Singh is injured, but why wasn't he playing right from the first test? When when there is Akashdeep, why are you trying with Prashit Krishna? Why can't you stick with the bowlers which you have? If you are making too many changes, how will the players adopt to the game plan if they are unsure whether they'll be in the team or not? Only one player has a say in the team in the bowling department. That is Jasprit Bumrah. If he's playing, he's there always. But there is not a single bowler. You see, if you have Mohammad Shami, why can't you take him there in the England squad? At least when Bumrah is not playing, Shami can play. Because you are going to England expecting a player like Prashit Krishna, Shardul Thakur, Kamboj, and if I talk about Siraj, and had you taken Harshit Rana to be your frontline pacers? Seriously? I mean, you could have at least gone for Ashdeep Singh, who is being a much better swing bowler in T20. Whenever he's performed, he's bowled, he's really bowled well in T20 in one day. Why can't you give him the chance? If you had Natarajan, why not give him the chance? If there have been so many bowlers, why can't you not stick with them and keep chopping and changing? So that is a problem.
And
which is
this will,
happening. And I think,
yeah, you were saying something.
yeah, we will have to suffer unless this thing changes.
I will ask a little controversial question. Is the last test match that happened at Lord's, here, uh, do you think that Jadeja should have tried a little harder to win, maybe smash a few more and all that? I mean, what are your thoughts? Just they just lost it by 22 runs. A lot of appreciation that the Indian team are getting, but again, criticism has to be where it's due.
Yeah, I think that was a must-win game. Had to be India's win. Like they lost it because of their own fault. First of all, uh, giving up all these wickets, the batsman's not taking responsibility. If you look at Yashasvi Jaiswal, how can you go like that and play such a shot when you're getting open? Why is Rishabh Pant going to trying to get a single? Like, why is he like not settled, getting settled? So that is another problem which is happening. Team is not settled. They are not able to handle the pressure. That is the problem which is happening. When Karun Nair gets out, all the players started to go out just like that. So that shouldn't be the case, right? Somebody has to take up the responsibility. So if that is not happening, yes, you can obviously point out at Jadeja. Why hasn't he done this, that? Yeah, that probably he should have taken an attacking approach. But my point is, what were other players doing? Where is Gill when you actually need him? Where is your KL Rahul when you actually need him? Where is Sudarshan? Sorry, Sudarshan was not even there. Where is Yashasvi Jaiswal when you need him? Where are all the players? Where is the great Nitish Kumar Reddy when you actually need him to perform? So he's performing when there was no hope in Australia. What is the use of that?
Brings
So
back to
and
the,
then
yeah, yeah, and then you
then
have the
why?
legendary.
Then we are thinking how Mohammad Siraj middle the ball and let that ball get into the wicket. That is also another class. But then again, you cannot blame all these players because what did the main batsmen do? So that is the problem. But I think I would still say that it will improve uh, when Gambhir steps aside. Uh, and and Gill, I think, is a very good captain. He will improve, but the sign which he's showing is not to the mark.
Brings back to the last question. In the previous World Test Championship cycle, we saw how India successfully managed to bottle the opportunity to play a third successive World Test Championship final, losing at home in New Zealand, and of course doing that full patla potty in the Australia. Now this is the start of a new World Test Championship cycle, and clearly they're going to lose the series against England. What is going to be the next step? Obviously, we know that they're immediately playing a. They will immediately plan some form of Test series in West Indies. That's the. But what should be the next set of steps?
I think BCCI has probably already started to plan how they can bring up a series against Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, West Indies, and
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, and none other than I just probably got to know from somewhere that probably Spain or Brazil are also coming into the cricket. I'm not sure which team I
Italy.
thought. I
Italy
think
has Italy qualified, so they might.
yeah, Italy and another team, Afghanistan,
Huh.
but not in a slow track. So that is how they can get into the final. But all the series against New Zealand, Australia,
South Africa,
South,
England.
they are going out. I think, but yeah, I think slowly it might get better. But I think Gautam Gambhir is not the man for test. You have to come up with someone like a VVS Laxman or someone who understands the test cricket much better. You cannot chop and change. You cannot be so defensive minded where you are playing a player like Shardul Thakur and not going for a proper frontline pacer. That shouldn't happen. So
Fantastic.
yeah.
I think a lot of interesting points to discuss for this particular video. In the next one, we'll be coming up with more such very interesting topics. And for those of you who are new here, please do like, share, and subscribe. Ensure that you follow us all across social media. We've got a lot of stuff coming your way. So thank you, Sushmit, once again for tuning us all the way from England and enjoying the weather.
Yes. Bye bye.